Ad Astra. Gotcha. Take it easy.
Solidify!
Yeah! Skyward! Busted. Quietly now. Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you? Take it easy. Yeah! Skyward! Scatter! Yeah! Skyward! Scatter! Yeah! Scatter!
skies!
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter! Yeah! Scatter! Skyward! Yeah! Scatter! Skyward! Hurrah!
Quietly now.
Solidify!
Yeah! Scatter! Skyward!
Busted.
Scatter!
Gotcha.
Ad Astra. Thank you for
Yeah! Skyward!
Gather!
Time to go! Phew! Huh? Ha! Yeah! Huh?
Solidify! This is order!
Yeah! Scatter!
Gather!
Higher, higher, hands on fire!
Order guide you!
Who ate a poisonous...
Solidify!
Time to go!
One with the forest! Yeah! Rah! Yeah! Rah! Sia! Yeah!
Take it easy.
Gather!
See?
Stabilize!
See? Yeah.
Gutsy.
And shroud. Rah.
Quietly now.
Yeah.
This is order.
Higher, higher, pants on fire! Huh? Yeah!
Can't see? Rah! Yeah!
Gotcha.
Stabilize!
Cross over!
Gather!
And Shroud! Who do you think you are? Excuse me?
Busted!
One with the forest! Can't see? Keep up.
One is fast on one's feet.
Ganyu! Ganyu! Come on, wake up! Some friends have arrived!
Hello, friends.
Oh, I have some mint oil. A guest at Wanmin restaurant recommended it to me. I've tried it. Its stimulative effects are much stronger than what can be achieved from chewing on mint leaves alone. Apologies in advance.
Wait! Shenhe?
See? It worked.
Are you
I'm
Huh. Was it that effective?
chilly, huh? Master always says a cool head leads to a calm heart. So, Paimon doesn't think that's what the expression means.
Was I asleep? Must have been around the time I usually take my midday nap.
Did you not sleep last night? That does seem to happen to you often. Perhaps you should come work at Wanmin restaurant with me. We get off at 10 on the dot every night without fail.
I could never. I'm sorry. I seem to have missed your name. You are.
Me? My name is Gaming. I work as a guard for the
Gaming. The name sounds familiar. People tell me you're an extremely enthusiastic worker, and you are very generous with your help.
Well, you know me. Or,
My name is Ganyu. This is Shenhe, and this is Yao Yao.
it's an honor to finally meet you all. Oh, you must be here for Auntie Xianyun's kite-making workshop, right?
Yes. I have neither made nor flown a kite before. As long as Master is willing to teach, I am...
Me too! I want to participate in the kite flying competition with my best friend. Plus, it's more meaningful if you make the kite yourself, right? Your best friend didn't come with you? Well, Chi-Chi's been super busy helping Dr. Baiju lately. I'll meet up with her later and give her... Oh, I also brought bandages and ointment with me today. It's easy to cut yourself when working with bamboo, so I thought I should come prepared.
Wow, you're really thoughtful.
As for myself, I'm afraid I lack some of my... I was originally planning to buy a ready-made kite and just enjoy the festive city but Cloud Retainer is always going out of her way to look after her juniors, wanting us to have the best there is. It was so thoughtful of her to arrange this workshop. My motivation for being here might be a little different, yes.
Well, we're all here, but where the heck is Xianyun?
Who is it that speaks of oneself in such an ill-tempered tone?
Oh, come on! You clearly heard Paimon! Master stopped to buy grilled tigerfish to share with everyone. Come get it while it's still warm. Oh, Paimon, sorry, Miss Illuminated Bird! Paimon always knew you were the smartest, coolest, and prettiest Adeptus. Someone as wonderful as you is sure to have brought enough for Paimon as well, right? So delicious. Paimon's life is
It appears that we've ended up with quite a few participants indeed. Go ahead and divide yourselves into small groups. The materials are over here. The regular dyes and luminescent ones. As for how to make the kite, one assumes you all made sure to listen to the instructions one provided while we were eating.
Paimon may have focused a little too hard on the eating, unless Paimon knew she could count on you, Traveler.
One will wait under this tree and avail oneself of the cool air while one digests. Do not hesitate to seek one's company if you have any trouble, questions, or simply want to chat.
not in any hurry to get started. Why don't we go see what the others are up to? Hey, Gaming! Want to team up?
Huh? I have to participate? I thought I'd be done for the day after adjusting the...
You're that unenthused by kite making, huh? That doesn't seem like you.
No, it's not that. It would take too long to explain. I guess I'll just... What do you think, Shuyu? Is there a particular design you want?
I want a Swanee!
That might be a little...
True, but I still want to try.
Shenhe, it would be great if you could refrain from putting things on my horse.
I see. My apologies. I shall remember that in the future.
Thank you. No harm done.
Good. Could I touch them just once more, though? No oil or anything this time. I've just always wondered what Miss Ganyu's horns feel like.
Huh? Please, I told you. Just call me Ganyu. Well, all right. Just be gentle.
Firm to the touch with no discernible temperature. Oh, not unlike certain medicinal plants I've eaten before. Oh, still, Ganyu appears to be shaking like a cat whose whiskers have just been touched. I should... I see. Then I'll apply the oil to your forehead next time.
Oh, no need. I'll just... Anyway, we should probably get started on our kite. It won't be long before Cloud Retainer comes to check on our progress. Perhaps we should just choose the most traditional style.
Okay.
Well, they seem to be getting along swimmingly. Auntie Cloud Retainer, look! Am I doing it right?
Very good. Your frame is nice and sturdy. This design.
Yep. What color are you going to make it, Yao Yao? I haven't decided yet. If I make it blue, it'll be more like my friend. But if I make it gold...
If you are asking for one's own opinion, one would advise choosing... When giving a gift, the key consideration is the recipient's feelings, is it not? One imagines your friend would much prefer a kite that reminds them of you.
Oh, hey, I never told you the kite was for
With age comes wisdom, child. One simply has a way of knowing things.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna start painting.
Good. One will watch. You two seem strangely unoccupied. One was under the impression that one was supposed to be doing the relaxing.
We actually haven't started yet, but we're going to start, right now. We should get started on our kite now. Let's go. First, we have to decide on the shape. Hey, what are you laughing at? Oh, if nothing else, a Paimon-shaped kite could at least make sure you never get lost. Maybe we're not exercising enough artistic license. Now, what expression should we give her? Ooh, like this? The title of champion kite flyer is... Now that we've decided, let's... It's done! Paimon has to say. Kite Paimon might even rival real Paimon in terms of cuteness. Now we just have to attach the string, right?
All right, gather around, everyone.
Oh, Shenyun's calling us!
Let one take a look.
Wow! Ganyu and Shenhe made a scissor-tailed swallow! It's so pretty. Yep. The coloring makes it look a lot... If the tail wasn't split in two like that, it might even be a spitting image. If you look closely, there are a few spots where the colors go outside the lines. Did you?
I did the painting. I stared at the paper for quite some time, but I simply could not recall the coloring of any bird. Except Master. Or should I say that I'm too familiar with her crane form? Even when she stands before us in human form, all I...
Oh. Well, now that you mention it, Paimon can see...
Exactly. So I simply closed my eyes and painted from memory.
No way. You can paint with your eyes closed? Wow, the disciples of Adepti really are something.
You are most filial, Shenhe. One is flattered.
The Swanee that Gaming and Shuyu made looks very majestic. I'm sure it'll look even more impressive as it soars through the sky.
The eyes and ears glow in the dark, so you're sure to see it at night. Your golden finch is cute too, Yao Yao. It's all thanks to Auntie.
What about your kite, Traveler?
Ta-da! Here it is!
Its self-important countenance bears a striking resemblance to that of its namesake.
It makes her look like she's already won the competition. Well, that's gonna happen one way or another.
Is that the Jade Chamber?
Oh? Who dares attempt such a flagrant display of impropriety by releasing a kite into one's territory without one's permission? Oh, and to do so by making use of this crude piece of mortal machinery. One simply must know who it is that possesses such impertinence. Continue attaching the strings, everyone. One will be but a moment.
Cloud Retainer! Traveler, Paimon, could I trouble you to go after Cloud?
Master's going to be okay, right?
I'm more worried about the person who released...
There's wind up ahead! Looks like we can glide over! It's right there!
This Fontanian device of mechanical motion is quite curious.
Now is hardly an opportune time for your musings. Someone among us was not sufficiently attentive.
Calm yourself. Do you have it?
One believes it drifted in the direction. Perhaps it is mere happenstance, but one feels a certain...
Your concern is misplaced. Cloud Retainer is either in the city looking after her disciples, or secluded. On the subject of said kite, however, one simply must remark on the genius of its windless lift technology.
Still thy tongue. If Cloud Retainer were to hear you profess such a thing, we can both say...
One presumes that this kite belongs to you.
Huh?
Regard the situation with which we are now confronted.
One's fault. One seems to recall that releasing the kite was no salt. Say something, Mountain Shaper. Surely you can think of something to appease her.
Further explanation shall only fan the flames of her wrath. It would be better to stay silent and retire at the earliest opportunity.
We can hardly avoid her forever. That may...
Go
Absolutely not.
That is not our kite.
Oh, so an adeptus such as oneself is
You're an adeptus? Please forgive us for any I truly possess no inkling of who could have released a kite into your esteemed domain. Pray, who could be responsible?
Verily, verily, we were but delighting in the surrounding scenery. This locale is home to such exquisite... mint! Well, and if that's all...
We finally caught up. You sure do fly fast in your illuminated bird form, Xinyan. Mooncarver? Mountain Shaper? What are you doing here?
You!
Okay, now Paimon's getting a weird vibe. Did she say something wrong?
It is of no consequence. Long has one seen through their disguises. One was simply curious as to how long they would keep up the act.
Then you are not angry?
How could one feel anger at the sight of two old friends enjoying themselves? One is also well aware of how enticing these city novelties can be.
We were simply consumed by a fit of festive spirit. Seldom do we get the opportunity to partake in the delight. However, we are far from being as adept as you in matters that require a deftness of hand. No worthy kite could be born of our own making. Thus, we could only take the convenient route, so to speak.
Your prowess in mechanics is
One has guests to attend to. We will have to... Traveler, Paimon, do try to keep up.
We're leaving already?
They're back.
After you left, Yao Yao and Shu Yu tired them. Gaming offered to escort them home.
Before he left, he said something.
Oh? What?
He said, a kite is always tied down no matter how far it flies or how high it soars. Its tether prevents it from ever truly flying free. He looked quite dejected as he said this.
Now that you mention it, Gaming did seem to have a rather strange attitude towards kites.
A reflection of himself. If I were a kite, I would cherish that tether as a symbol of kinship.
Shenhe?
It may be an exceedingly slim and distant connection, but lose it. If Gaming truly sees a kite as a reflection of himself...
Well, people often have different points of view depending on their mindset and experiences, right? It's actually quite normal.
Just like some people can eat spicy food, but others won't go anywhere near it?
Exactly. That's why tolerance and understanding are as important as...
Tolerance and understanding? What brought about this conversation?
We were just chatting. You don't have to butt in on every little thing, you know.
One was merely doing a bit of cooking. Night fast approaches. If you are otherwise unoccupied, one would entreat you to stay and eat before...
Oh, it's been so long since I've had the chance to enjoy your cooking,
Worry not. One has prepared a variety of meat and vegetable dishes. One is more than familiar with everyone's culinary proclivities. Shenhe, Ganyu, come with me.
Whoa, what's with all the secrecy? If you're ready to serve the food, we can help...
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
can feel the wind brushing against my legs. This is a bit embarrassing. Is the headpiece secure? I should have asked Cloud Retainer to check before I stepped outside.
How do we look?
She asked them just like that?
You look pretty too, Ganyu! Oh, how should Paimon put it? You both look so elegant and refined! Those—
Given that one employed the services of the best tailor in all of Liyue, one would expect nothing less. What colors have you been partial to lately?
Lately? What?
I like black.
One is gratified to see one's disciple has
The color black doesn't get dirty easily.
And you, Ganyu?
I favor blue and black.
And the material is sufficiently comfortable.
Yes, very. I simply cannot thank you enough, Cloud Retainer, for this gift. And the kite, too.
Thank you, Master.
One is content as long as you are pleased with the gift. One hopes these garments will see much use.
Seems like your supreme cuisine machine is just getting better. This golden crab's particularly good. The shell's deliciously crunchy, and the meat inside is so succulent. It's a good thing Gaming isn't here, or Paimon would have to duel him for the food.
He traveled all this way on account of the kite-making workshop, and he spent the whole afternoon looking after Shuyu. One was hoping to treat him to a meal. Oh, well.
It's rare for someone to make such a good impression on you, Cloud.
One, he appears to be a young man of much merit, and one is not the type who would see such potential squandered.
It appears that he wishes to break free from the kite string that tethers him.
Kite string? Huh, what strange metaphors you speak in, Shenhe. Ever since you
Where do we even begin? Oh, do you know about the conflict between—
One has only heard that the two are not on good—
He ran away from—
Oh?
Ran away, you say?
Oh, okay.
What?
This shall not do. Lantern Right fast approaches. As one was contacting various tailors around, he possessed a singular talent for clothing design. He had an exquisite eye, not just for fabric selection and color pair. At a gathering of adepti, Bonanas once complained. However, when one asked Menogius his opinion, he remarked that the train of the skirt would serve to enhance her adeptal countenance by exemplifying a certain elegance. Menogius was that type of person. When it came to topics relating to garments and accessories, not even Rex Lapis could best his stubbornness. And later... what one means to say, that Lantern Right should be a day of reunion. It is a time to address problems before they turn into regret. Fate is fickle. The cruel reality of this world is that suffering and misfortune can befall any of us without design or reason. If there is a chance for young people to remain insulated from this reality, one should do one's utmost to make it so.
That's nice.
Do you have any ideas, Cloud Retainer?
Perhaps adeptal arts could be of use. No.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Combining our effort. Aha! One has an idea. How about this? Does that make sense to everyone?
Yep. Oh,
One's designs. Now then, I counsel rest for all, and to make the necessary preparations.
Hope everything goes well.
Yeah! Skyward!
Wow, so lively! This is how a festival should be.
Hi, Gummy! Paimon sees you've certainly gotten an early start this morning. Who won this time? You the one buying dim sum again?
Hey, when you put it like that, it makes it sound like I'm.
Ah, perfect, you're all here. There's an important...
Alright, I've got the time.
It's not just goods this time. I need you to escort a tea merchant and their wares from Chaoying Village to Liyue Harbor.
Sure. What's.
Here.
If the client's that important, then this...
Of course, the sooner you complete it, the better. I would advise...
Alright, don't work too hard now.
You're a bit quiet today, Gummy. Oh, do you want Paimon to tell a story?
We're almost there. I'll take a rain check on that.
Hello, you must be the tea merchant heading to Liyue Harbor. We're here to escort you.
Dad?
Oh, so you're Gumming's father. It's nice to meet you. Just leave this delivery to him. Trust Paimon, he's got this in the bag. Gumming is super good at what he does. Everyone at the Secure Transport Agency says as much. Even the Ministry of Civil Affairs has nothing but good things to say about him.
Seems like you've made some sort of name for yourself at least.
The goods are all in order?
Yes, they're all here.
Then let's get going.
A very important client. Paimon doesn't know how we would explain ourselves if you just didn't show up. Plus, you'd be missing out on a huge money-making opportunity.
I see. I suppose I will have to trouble you all too.
In this era of yeah! Scatter!
We've been walking for so long. Is anyone tired? How about we stop and rest for a bit?
I'm fine.
Gumming, don't you usually have some delicious snacks on you? Come on, bring them out so we can share them.
I'm fine. Thank you.
But the winter melon cake you gave us last time was so delicious. Have you ever tried it before, mister?
This place looks nice and open. Why don't you all
Huh? What about you?
I'm not tired. I'll keep watch.
Oh, but...
Just let him go.
Okay, we'll just share amongst ourselves then. Did you know, Uncle...
Halt! Who goes there?
It appears that one's movements were overly
Enough of your musings. Focus. Focus on the matter at hand. Present your exquisite ornaments at once.
Indeed. Bring them forth readily and without protest.
What do we do?
It seems as if these two are acting alone. It won't be difficult to subdue them, but they might have something else waiting in store for Dad. The best way to keep him safe, leave this to me. I'll handle them. Traveler, Paimon, take my dad and the goods away from here.
No, Gaming. It's too dangerous.
This is what I do.
A thorny foe indeed. Let us depart and seek a target softer in blows and disposition.
Don't think I'm gonna let you off so easily.
Away! Let us away!
Coming!
Don't worry, he's a great fighter. Paimon's even seen him take down a dozen or so treasure hoarders all by...
But, Coming, if he had just stayed by my side and learned the family trade, he wouldn't have to put himself in such danger.
We just have to trust him. Let's go on ahead. We'd best get away from here, in case there are other big...
All is going to plan.
Okay, we should be good to stop Yangli. Oh no, what is he doing here?
Good sir, please, listen to me. Reel in your line and leave this place as quickly as you can. There are bandits in the area.
Bandits? Acting in broad daylight? Oh. Ah, I see. It appears many people are catching a chill as of late. If your throat is bothering you, Paimon, perhaps some tea...
Nope, no need.
If there are indeed bandits in the area, then we should inform the Millelith at once. Oh? Well, if that's the case, such matters are best left to those with the necessary expertise. Wouldn't you agree?
I suppose you're right. If ordinary people like us got involved, we would only cause more trouble.
Since we find ourselves otherwise unoccupied in this beautiful area, why don't we find a quiet place to relax while we wait for good news?
That would be lovely.
Yeah! Skyward!
So, Uncle Ip does have a reason to be worried. After all, Gaming, the guard we mentioned...
Gaming. The name sounds somewhat familiar. Ah, yes. That is the name of the Wushu dancer who has been performing around Liu.
Oh, have you seen him perform?
Indeed. I cannot help but admire his skill. He truly encapsulates the spirit of the Wushu dancing has become more well known in Liyue Harbor recently. However, although performers are seeing budding success, they have no doubt had to face many hurdles along the way. One's not so easily understood by... If you ask me, what truly deserves admiration is perseverance in the face of adversity. I have heard many of my acquaintances praise Gaming for his kind, selfless, and courageous disposition. To have a...
Seems like Zhangli has decided to skip the formalities.
He's a hard worker.
You should be sure to tell him you think that when he gets back.
Your son is young yet. It's normal for someone his age to be a bit... It's understandable to find talking about such things in person difficult. If there's a particular sentiment you wish to convey...
No. It wouldn't be right to ask that of... This thing between us I've been in the tea business for most of my life, and I always hoped my child would do. Over the past few years, I heard how well he was doing for himself as a guard. How his work was taking him to farther and farther off. When you're young, you can handle all that physically taxing work and manual labor. Every time I get to thinking like that, I cannot help but be reinforced in the belief that I was right. I often regret introducing him to wuxia dancing as a kid. If I had known how things would turn out, I would have never taken him to see those performances in the first place.
It is only natural for a parent to strive to send their child.
You seem quite young, Mr. Zhongli. Yet you speak with such wisdom. Perhaps...
Your words are too kind. Rather than fretting about their future, however, she prefers to let them find their own way.
Then she's more easygoing than I could ever be. I fear I lack such an... oh, I meant to say earlier, there is no need to be so polite.
Sure.
So, do you also think I fret too much, Mr. Zhongli?
That's not exactly what I was hoping to convey. Only a fool would ask a parent not to worry about their child. But think of it this way. Raising a child is not unlike flying a kite. Hold the string too tight, and it can no longer soar. As my friend once said, if your children are aiming for the stars, clipping their wings will only cause them to come crashing down. You need to let out the line for a kite to soar.
It seems I was too stuck in my way.
You need not reproach your heart for caring. You simply need to loosen your hold a little. Indeed, with such a big heart, why not allocate the time you usually spend worrying about Gaming to the pursuit of other things, like going for a stroll, drinking tea, or taking in the scenery? You never know what surprises could be in store. Things can change in the blink of an eye.
The blink of an eye, you say? Do things change?
Children grow up in quite the same way, do they not? Day after day, year after year, sometimes in the blink of an eye, but always when you least expect it. As a father...
Yes, you can say that again. 1 second, Gaming was a kid. The next thing I knew...
Zhongli certainly has a way with words. Oh, Gaming is back! Hey, Gaming, we're over here!
Dad, Traveler, Paimon. Good, you're all here. Oh, and Mr. Zhongli from the Wangsheng...
A fated meeting indeed. We were just enjoying some pleasant conversation.
Well, you could...
What does that mean?
Traveler, Paimon, come with me. I'll come right out and say it. Those two bandits... can't look me in the eye, huh?
Okay.
At first, their mannerisms seemed a bit stilted. But once I got I was right on their tail, and it should have taken only a few steps to catch up to them, yet somehow, I was never able to close that distance. People with that level of skill would have gone about things differently from the start, like sneaking up on us while we were distracted. Unless, of course, their real motive was to lure me away from the group all along.
Wow, you're pretty quick on the uptake.
I just have a lot of experience. I've dealt with many a ruthless bandit in my time, but I've never seen ones like them. In the end, I told them they would make good guards if they ever wanted to get back on the straight and narrow, and that they could hang out.
You ever consider you might be...
I'm guessing you guys were trying to help resolve things between my dad and me? I appreciate it, but this conflict between us, even if those two were real bandits, and I was able to subdue them and show him what I was capable. You've seen the way he talks.
It's not like that at all! Your dad really cares about you. Zhongli was talking things through with him, and he nearly agreed to let it go. You don't believe us?
He won't let it go. He can say as much as he wants to other people, but...
You told us you wanted to prove yourself to your dad. Why don't you tell him about all the...
Will that even do anything?
You won't know unless you try. Just like how you won't know if some... Listen to us. It's time to put these people skills to good use. You can make friends.
I'll do my best.
Despite my being in the tea industry for several decades, it seems I still have much to learn about the art of tea tasting.
You flatter me. It was nothing but a few humble musings.
How much tea have you drank since we've been gone?
Ipdak and I have found many a common interest. Our friendship, much like a cup of tea, seems to grow stronger the longer it has to steep.
Well said, Mr. Gaming. Mr. Zhongli is very knowledgeable. You should take the opportunity to learn from people like him when you're in the city.
Huh? Oh,
Zhongli?
I have very much enjoyed our conversation, Ipdak, but I, unfortunately, have some unfinished funeral parlor business to attend to.
Oh, my apologies for taking up so much of your time, Mr. Zhongli. No need to stay on my account. When you're less busy, let's find a time to meet. I'll treat you to dim sum.
It would be an honor.
We'll see you off, Zhongli. You two have a nice chat, alright?